money. But the idea was there. That was where the start was. So I guess I feel bad enough to tell you that I didn't raise money. Sorry, but we had awareness, and we had someone come out and speak about what they do and things like that. Okay, so this is really talking closer to current. After the budget cut made to my position, I thought about how I could make the best out of the situation. I thought about ways to raise money to support a student-led band orchestra that plays for charity. So I had this a year before my budget cut. My cut was made. Um, was when I had that American Cancer Society thing. And then what I did was apply for a doctorate, hoping that if I got in, people would start to pay more attention to me as far as this charity thing goes, because I would be a doctor. And then I didn't get in. And so after that, I started working on this idea again. How am I going to do it? I started talking about a professional band and getting that going. But once I lost the position, I knew that, well, maybe I can turn this, lemon into lemonade. And I figured I could have the kids do it, basically. And once I got a hold of someone to have a summer camp, I knew I could use that money to raise. I could have the camp to raise money for this project. And then when I talked to her, the lady from Freedom Rec, she also said that if I want to do this JoeyDCares thing, I can use places like the Senior Center and some other places in the area, like Oklahoma Road, Middle, and so forth. So again, so budget cut. I thought about this idea, and then I started working on the summer camp like in May. So summer camp and started private lessons. Started to arrange all the songs over the summer. Sponsorship through FARC to hold most concerts at the Senior Center. So you have already made a difference with the sponsorship through FARC and your registration fee. Anyone can now write checks to JoeyDCares Orchestra instead of myself, getting closer to becoming a nonprofit. So again, all the things I've done in the past, they were people paying me, and then I paid out to whoever, which I didn't necessarily like, but when you're putting your own money up anyway, it's kind of the way it works. But with the fact that we're running this through FARC, and that you have a registration fee, which basically means we have money to put somewhere. Last about 2 weeks ago, I created an account through FARC, which is a nonprofit. So that means that we are a nonprofit, at least it's somewhat, that we have an account. So that right there is huge for me, because all these years I've been saying, oh, just pay me and then I'll give it. And people trust me. I mean, that's why they do it. But it just makes me feel better, because now we're an organization with more business, like, I don't know, running it like a business. So without your students and without the addition of middle school students, we wouldn't be able to do this. So again, I started with the high school kids, hoping that I would have a high school group and a middle school group, and then kind of work those two together to be able to do some big things. But we had maybe about 7 high school kids. I think maybe 2 dropped out or something, or didn't start. But again, I just wanted to thank the middle school kids for all they've done in their support in the past couple of years. And without opening it up to them, like the week before we started, we wouldn't even be able to do it. And like I said, it's amazing that they're as talented as they are, because I tried to do this thing 10 years ago with high school kids and college kids, and it was not good. Not as good as what it's going to be this now. Okay, other things we have going. We have that professional photographer, which soon we'll start to have a photo shoot. But I'm kind of not pushing things. I want to take the time to do it right, and we have our professional videographer, who is Neil Beller, who's doing an outstanding job, and he hasn't missed a rehearsal yet, which makes me very happy. And again, it's something I never thought we would get. So thanks, Neil. Other things I'm currently working on getting in place: student dancers with professional choreographer instructor. So I'm working on that. I had one door kind of closed because she's really, really busy, but we're going to keep working. Student strings, violin, viola, cello, bass, harp. So I think I might be getting a harp player from what I hear. At Piney Ridge, where I teach, there's four harpists. I have three fourth grade harps players and a fifth grade harp player. And they have a teacher, so their teacher has helped me to hopefully get a harpist. Um, and I'm also working with a lady named Peggy Ward, who is big time with the strings in this county. She's starting her own school, and she's doing all these great things in the county for help us with our students and teaching strings and so forth. But she has a school in a kind of like an orchestra, and she was thinking that maybe this rock style of orchestra would help the kids, keep their interest. So we've talked about someone there. And then Mrs. Eberhardt said she's interested in being a vocal coach to help us with that part. So as you see, we're kind of having this band that has teachers all in it. Okay, so I have, I'm teaching very good with woodwinds, and maybe in the future I can get someone for some brass stuff going on. I like to see if we can work in the drummer, Mr. I forget. Josh is his first name. I'm sorry, but Viscasil. Um, Maybe have him work with some percussion, and we're gonna have some dancers, and they'll have someone to work with, and we have some string players, and it's all kind of like we're this group of kids, but we have people who will also help us get better. Okay, becoming a true nonprofit. So this is going to get us closer to why you're here. Um, I need people to sit on the board. Spoke with a nonprofit lawyer, and he would like JoeyDCares to become a corporation for 1 year. Collect documentation of all going on with the business, and present this in 1 year and register as a 501c3 nonprofit. Forming a corporation, and I need to create a board of trustees. At the least, I need a president, secretary, and treasurer. If no one is interested, this can be myself, my mom, and my dad. If you are interested in being on the board, please let me know. If you're interested in helping but do not want to officially be on the board, I could still use your help. So by the end of the day, I think I need to come up with a list of people who want to help. And then whether or not they see themselves fitting in this next section of the specific things that I need, that's one thing. I can just ask them. But let me know if he wants to help. One of the most important reasons I need a board is to help choose which charities to have concerts for. Either way, I need your help, input, and most importantly, your help. Beatles help. Um, I'm going to need your help for a lot of things, mostly for just ideas, um, and getting some work done. But another thing I get nervous about, even though my name's on it, so it might not matter anyway. If we have 7 charities that want to do a concert on September 15th, how are we going to choose that? I don't want it to necessarily be, well, Joe Dundor didn't do these other 6 because Joe's a jerk, basically. I want it to be, a collaboration of what we're doing. But what will the concerts look like? A concert portion of the events will last for approximately 1 hour. Concerts will give the kids a rock star feel. Professional sound, lighting, and staging. Okay, this is what I want it to look like someday. It's not going to happen, 3 months, 6 months, maybe even a year. And this might be obviously too big, but the idea is pretty close to that, to be honest. Like, I want lights, I want a stage, I want very good sound, I want, a big group maybe with orchestra strings and band and singers and background singers and drums okay. And I'm going for the gold over here, I'm going for big time. So whether we get there or not, that's up to us. But these are the ideas. After show, students can sign autographs, show fans backstage, mingle with fans, and remember,